Hello everyone. Sorry, there's a lot of reflection off my glasses. Why didn't I craft those high quality non-reflecting glasses? Anyway, so let me talk like this. I wanted to give my opinion and feedback about the Red Scrips system and specialisms, because I know a lot of people have been asking me over and over and over and over, Mithrie, tell us what you think, tell us how to do it, tell us why, when, where, why, when, where, and so on. So I just, rather than show you in game, I just wanted to talk about it because my opinion basically is that it's kind of overkill the way it's done. Like, the prices for Red Scripts are too much and so on, because they're trying to force you down specific paths. That's why. Because lots of people are asking, why is it this way? Why does it take 2 years to get all of the stuff? You're not supposed to get it all. That's the point. You're supposed to pick a route, like pick one class, pick two classes, and that's it. Focus on that. Now, for me, as someone who very much preaches about omni-crafting and stuff like that, I won't bother. I really can't be asked. You know, it's like, it's not a critique of Square Enix. It's just a case of, even if they try and force something, it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Simple as that. I'm not going to spend 2 years getting 8 sets of gear. What's the point? So I will be spending my Red Scripts on tools only. Main hand, off hand. It will still take maybe 3-4 months worth of Red Scripts to get all 8 of them, fine. But that's it. That's where I draw the line. And the gear set I'm already wearing, what I've already shown in my best in slot spreadsheets, which are also linked in the description, I will just simply overmeld those to be 2-star. Simple as that. And of course, you know, people have been saying, yeah, but eventually they'll upgrade us to 3-star, and then how are you going to do 3-star and blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, well, when we get to that point, then I'll do it. There's no point like trying to guess now what 3-star stats are. And as well, it's not going to be a waste spending Red Scripts on tools, because the tools give enormous upgrades anyway. They give huge upgrades compared to the crafted level 60 stuff. So that is my plan of how to deal with this system, you know, because you guys know I love crafting and gathering. I am Mr. Crafting and Gathering in this game. Like, I am famous almost for it. You know, this is why people know me, is because how much I craft and gather. And it's an MMO, guys. You know, it changes all the time. So if something doesn't work, the developer will change it. As simple as that. I don't see it as a big issue. You know, that's just normal. And the good thing about Square Enix, with a director producer like Yoshi P, I salute you. Anyway, with someone like him in charge of this game, then if something doesn't work and lots of people give feedback saying that, look, this is just not fun, trying to be forced this way and so on, they will change it. They will make it more fun. I just don't see it as an issue. So in the meantime, yeah, it's kind of frustrating because, like, the reason why it seems not fun and stuff is because, like I said before, we have been conditioned to look at the Omnicrafter way. And it's not necessarily just, say, my fault because I've been preaching it. It's also the way the recipes are designed. Like, I even showed in my Why Omnicrafters Still Rule video, like, I might want to craft one item and have to take recipes that involve 5 different crafts in order to make everything, you know. And there's some abilities they've tried to replace with other abilities. For example, they've tried to replace Bygot's Blessing with Bygot's Brow, and that would have been fine if they did not put in must be good or excellent on it. That is what kills it. So basically, Bygot's Blessing is still vital as far as I'm concerned in my rotations. You still have to level a Carpenter to 50 to get Bygot's Blessing. Bygot's Brow is not a replacement. Precise Touch is amazing. I love Precise Touch. That is a great ability. I'm happy they added that in. But the other abilities they've added in, like, I don't have space for them. Like, lots of people have been saying to me, why don't I use the... I can't even remember it because I don't even bother using it. The ability which is equivalent to Piece by Piece, but you can only use it on the first step. You know, I don't use it because I would rather just have Piece by Piece, because you can use Piece by Piece as much as you like. And of course, you have to get another craft to 50 to get that. But, you know, they said they don't want you to be an Omnicrafter. You don't have to be an Omnicrafter to push things at level 60, but you know, I don't feel they've made it any easier for non-Omni crafters to push things at level 60 with the new abilities they've offered. They almost have with Precise Touch, but something like Bygot's Brow falls short. Something like the must user on the first ability falls it short. Something like specialisms, where people are talking about whistle while you work and so on. It will just add so much complication to it that it's just not needed. Because fine, if you spend 5 minutes to work out specialisms, I'm sure it's great and fantastic. I've not bothered. You know, me personally, I haven't even unlocked specialisms, because why, you know, fix something that's not broken? I love the Omnicrafter system, having 10 shared abilities between 8 crafts. I love that. You know, that's why I kept pushing and kept saying to people, be an Omnicrafter, be an Omnicrafter, just do it. You know, just like, don't delay. And that's why even all my crafting leveling videos are focused on the level all 8 together, you know. So, you know, there is obviously a conflict. I feel as well, because a lot of people have been saying, even I watched Mr. Happy's latest State of the Realm, where they were talking about Red Scripts and so on, and they basically made the same point, that crafting is not something to go in casually, let's say. It's something that requires a lot of attention. And I do agree. I mean, I've pretty much given up raiding in order to be a crafter in this game. Not that that's a bad thing, you know, it's like your choice how you play the game, you're the one paying the subscription, you know. I love crafting and gathering rather than raiding. It's just how it is. It's not a critique of raiding. You know, raiding in this game is fun. You know, I did clear Final Coil and so on. I did do all of the Realm Reborn content. I haven't unlocked Alexander just yet, but whatever. I've done at least all the level 60 dungeons. And, you know, but it's just, you know, it adds more forced routes than needs to be, because like right before it was sort of like crafting, gathering, or raiding, or PvP, you know, that simple choices that normal in any MMO. But now within crafting and gathering, it's kind of like only that class, only that desynth, only that whatever. And for someone like me, I'm quite OCD about these things. All that Force Meat ended up doing was leveling up 3 characters to be Builder of the Realm, so that I wouldn't have to choose which classes to level up desynth in. You know, I could just be all desynths. You know, that's the thing. And it will be the same thing with specialisms. When I eventually look at specialisms, then because I've got 3 characters leveled, and I will in the next couple of months get them all to be Grandmaster of the Hand and land, then, you know, I won't have to choose. I can just be every specialism. Now, like I said, guys, there's no race, there's no rush when it comes to these things. I've said it in so many videos. The reason I haven't already released, like, say, a Best in Slot 3.05 video is because who cares? You know, it's like, I will make money when I need to make money. I make gil when I need to make gil. So I'm not the sort of player who needs to make, like, 600 million gil. That means absolutely zero to me. I'm happy. I'm dancing around 10 million. That's more gil than I will ever need. You know, that's the thing. So, like, I already bought houses in the game and so on, so I don't need gil. And as well, I didn't need to be the world first Grandmaster of the Hand. Some people did that so fast, but some people have very, very deep pockets. You know, as I said, that is not fun for me. Like, I didn't want to be, let's say, Grandmaster of the Hand, like in the first week of the expansion, and then be bored for the rest of the expansion. You know, that's why I'm taking my sweet, sweet time. Like, I haven't even done most of the level 50 plus crafting quests yet. So some people have been asking me, so for your 2-star melding for all the rank 4 materia I'm going to need, where are you going to get the rank 4s from? Are you going to go back to the old spirit bonding and so on? And I said no. Simply, I haven't done even the level 60 or 50 plus crafting quests yet. At level 60 and 58, I think they give you lots of rank 4 materials for free. I'll get them from there. You know, I might need 1 or 2. Because in my spreadsheet, I've only melded rank 4 materia into guaranteed slots. So I am not gonna, and this is just my opinion. Of course, what I'm saying is not the law. It's just my opinion. I will not waste gil on over melding with rank 4 materia. I just can't do it. I can't watch 200,000 gil blow up because of RNG. I can't do that. So that's why none of my melds involve rank 4 in a forbidden slot. I just won't do that. Yeah, so guys, this is just my opinion. This is my feelings about Red Scripts and specialisms and the route crafting is right now in this expansion. It will change. You know, that is guaranteed. Regardless of anything, it's an MMO. It will keep developing. Patch on patch, we'll see more recipes get released. We might see some balances, and then when the next expansion comes out, it will all be mixed and, you know, changed anyway. So, like, I will not play the game in a way which involves thinking that, oh, I must do this now because this is the only way it's ever going to be. No, absolutely not. I mean, a game like WoW has proven that. Like, over and over and over again, they changed it and changed it and changed it, trying to make it better. And, you know, sometimes when trying to make it better, they in fact make it less fun and make it worse. That's, you know, it is human beings making this game. It's not God, you know. It's like people make mistakes, you know, hashtag Warlords of Draenor, hashtag or whatever. And, you know, I really want to say to you guys, and it's what I said also at the end of the episode of State of the Realm, which I appeared with Mr. Happy, is that you just need to enjoy it, guys. Do what you find fun. If you don't find Red Script farming fun, don't do it. If you don't find crafting in this expansion fun, don't do it. Focus on something that is fun. If you don't find this game fun right now, because there isn't much content left before 3.1, play something else. You know, go on Steam, buy a new game, play all the other great franchises out there, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto. They're going to release Type 0 on the 18th of August on Steam as well. Ori and the Blind Forest is one of the favorite games I've played these days, and so on. So, you know, of course, people will say, oh, Mithrie, that's not like you to recommend other games. Sure, but that's just my feeling, guys. So anyway, that's it. I could rant all day about this. There's no point. It will change. And let's see what the future brings. So anyway, guys, that's it from me for now. If you have anything you want to add to this discussion, please let me know in the comments down below. And love to share people's opinion and so on. And I'm sorry, guys, that I don't post much or ever on places like Reddit and stuff. I know that there's detailed discussions on there and also on the official forums. I just don't have the time. You know, I'm like going to work, coming home, working as hard as I can, making more guides for you guys as well. If you have any guides you would like me to make, let me know. Item guides, crafting guides, rotation guides, whatever. Let me know and I will investigate. And of course I will eventually make a guide about specialisms and so on, but for someone like me, I just don't see it as a priority. If I thought it was a priority, I would have made it the day it came out. So and that's something I do as well, guys, is that when new systems get released and stuff, I do read the patch notes. You know, I do see, is this going to be worth it, yes or no? So like, I don't dive in and just think, oh, it's new, therefore I'm going to do it. You know, and that's the advice I've been giving even for many, many patches. Like, even before Ninja came out, I did make a guide video saying that don't level a ninja just because it's a new class. You know, investigate, see, is it going to be fun for you, see, you're going to enjoy it. So, yeah. So, I mean, like I say, guys, I will keep it at that for now. I could rant all day. I just wanted to answer as many of the questions I've been receiving about this topic as I could with this one video. So pass this video on if lots of people want my opinion on how this works and a way to go forward and whatever. And if you like what I do, then please like, favorite, subscribe, and you know, more content on the way. Please tell your friends about me. You know, I've maintained more than 10,000 views a day since Heavensward released, constant. It's been 10,000 or more every single day. So obviously there's a lot of love and a lot of interest in what I do. Thank you, guys. You know, I am trying my hardest to make this as simple as possible. Let's put it that way. You know, that's why I love doing something crafting or gathering, because, you know, it's easy, but it is a time investment as well. So I am trying to show you how to be efficient at it as possible, so you don't have to spend your time, because for some people it might feel like this, you know, banging the head against the wall trying to work this all out, especially when it comes to rotations and stuff. That's why I love releasing macro rotation videos. For that reason, I can simplify that for people, and along the way, as you see how the macros work, you just learn how to craft naturally. You just see, oh, these abilities are used together, therefore, oh, by the way, Mithrie, why don't you change these abilities around and it'll be even more efficient. I'll be like, oh yeah, cool. You know, it's like I say, it's just I don't make perfect macros, you know, my macros get refined over time, but I do try to keep the descriptions of the videos up to date. So, you know, sometimes a video will be released with a very short description, but that description will grow and grow and grow and grow with time. I do try and keep that up to date. So anyway, guys, that's it from me for now. Take care. Thank you for the mention, Mr. Happy. Say happy to him from me if you see him, and keep it up, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.